Welcome to Jce Me Connect. Today's subject is TQM 17ME664 C Division Module 3.1. Myself Dr. Anand K. Hosmani, Jain College of Engineering, Belagavi. We'll see the outline of the presentation. Customer complaint, customer feedback, voice of the customer, methods and techniques, service of customer, elements of customer service. Let us see the customer complaint. In customer complaint, we have customer complaint, a dissatisfied customer. Complaints provide a source of product and process. Small organization have tremendous advantage taking in the positive stride. We have that is customer complaint, that is in organization will make all the efforts to satisfy customer, but still every organization or business experience or will have unhappy customers. Customer complaints can adversely affect businesses if it is not properly and effectively. Effective resolution of complaints increases customer loyalty and retention. Complaints are reactive. They are very vital in gathering data on a customer perception. And we have that is a dissatisfied customer can easily become a lost customer. May organization involved in customer relationship management train customer contact personally to deal with unhappy customer and resolve their problem quickly and satisfactorily. Next we have that is complaint provide a source of product and process, that the process improving the ideas and organization need a systematic method for collecting and analyzing the complaint data and using the same for improvement. Next we have that is small organization have tremendous advantage in this area because the top level personnel will often be in personal contact with the important customer. This will facilitate the customer complaint being received into the organization at the highest level, thereby providing a faster response. Next we have that is taking in the positive stride. Complaints can be thought of as an opportunity to obtain information about the reason for the customer dissatisfaction and provide an improved or satisfied service to the customer. In fact, a customer complaint is an opportunity to the organization to improve upon customer satisfaction. Following are some of the actions the organization can initiate to handle a customer complaint. We have that is identify the customer expectations is being rather than analyzing. After receiving the complaint, this will be an ideal solution. Next we can investigate customer experience about the products or a service of the organization by actively getting the feedback both positive and negative and then act on them promptly. Develop procedures for complaint resolution including empowering frontline personnel, analyze complaints and also understand the complaints are not always fit into exact categories. Eliminate the root cause by identifying the process. Inform the customer about the action initiated against their complaint, which will be much appreciated by the customer. Provides a physiological satisfaction. This is about a customer complaint. We'll see that is customer feedback. In customer feedback, we will find out the customer dissatisfaction. We have that is find out the relative priorities of the quality of the product and service, compare the performance with the competitor, identify what is the customer requirement, determine the opportunities for the improvement. But we'll see in customer feedback that the organization has rely on customer and their satisfaction for its survival, economic growth, to be in the business for a longer time and to earn profit, which is the ultimate goal of the organization. No customer, no business. As a customer are important to the organization, so also their feedback. Customer feedback is a key activity of the organization which indicates the performance level. Customer feedback must be continually monitored, customer continually changed, and also their minds, expectation, needs, and suppliers. Customer feedback is not a one time affair or a effort. It is a continuous and active probing customer mind. Customer feedback has become so important even in the service sector such as finance, education, transportation, hospitality, driving them to develop new product and methodology to improve their performance to the desired level of the customer. There are the programs to identify and analyze the errors, taking corrective and preventive action, and making continuous improvement. All these are very much justified when the customer expectation are very high. This is about customer feedback. Let us see the voice of the customer. Effectively, organization take the time to listen to the voice of the customer and feed the information to the planning and design department. Listening to the voice of the customer can be accomplished through various methods and techniques. A few important of them will discuss. That we have methods and techniques we will use in case of this voice of the customer, that we have comment cards, questionnaire, focus group, toll free telephone lines, visiting customers, customer get together, report cards, internet employee details. Let us see first one, that is a comment cards. Comment card is one of the low cost methods of obtaining customer feedback is through comment cards. These cards is generally attached with warranty card provided along with the product at the time of purchase. The main purpose of this card is to get a few of the personal details such as name, age, sex, address, occupation, and influence that made the customer to buy the product, and it will benefit to the customer except he she may receive a session greeting, and hence there will be very poor response from the customer. Most of the customer will not respond and ignore it. Customer will respond only when it is beneficial for them, when something bad happens. Comment cards are in much use in hospital sector such as private transportation, restaurant, and etc. Customer questionnaire, we'll say the second one, that is a questionnaire or a customer questionnaire. Customer questionnaire is the most popular technique of generating customer opinion and perception about a product or a service, but this is an expensive, time consuming, and tedious, since it requires a lot of personnel for collection, arranging, computing, and finally analyzing. Generally, the questions will be a quality of production, service to be finished in one of the grades mentioned in the questionnaire. Based on their satisfaction, Such techniques are adopted before launching a product or a service and commonly observed during elections. This can be observed in a busy commercial place and also door to door campaign. This is all also not an effectively technique since the response will be poor and is sample survey. Next we have that is focus group. In case of this focus group, this is a highly effective technique of generating feedback about the product or a service and what they accept the company to do in future. In this method, a group of customer called as a focus group having same profile as the customer that the organization is trying to attract are selected and made assembly in the convenient place. Carefully structured questions are asked by a skilled moderator who probes into the thoughts, idea, perception. The focus group is attracted by incentives of different kinds. The better way to get interesting feelings of the customer about the product or a service, since it is not easy to get the feelings of the customer either from questionnaire or without techniques. Customer emerging needs can be identified through discussion, relaxation technique, even if he or she is unable to directly articulate those needs. In toll free telephones, okay, toll free telephone lines, we have that is toll free telephones is an effective, economical, and instantaneous response technique. Customer feedback which the organization can respond faster. This is most commonly adopted technique by most of the organization and has attracted many assessment about the product. Next we have that is a visiting customer. In a visiting customer, there is a very effective this is a very effective technique and first hand information on quality of the product will be obtained, and also the customer will feel that there is a concern by the organization to its customer. Even an unsatisfied customer will be happy. And in case of report cards, an effective method of gathering an effective method of gathering here what actually happen is we'll gather the information which contains customer assessment on a product quality, time taken for delivery, service after, grades with slogan help us to fulfill dreams of the products and service. Again, this method of analysis of customer satisfaction depends on the response to the return of the report card. And here what actually happen is that is we have this we have regarding this customer that is feedback. It will this voice of the customer will come under a customer feedback, where there is a program to identify and analyze errors, taking corrective and preventive actions, and making continuous improvement. All of these are very much justified when the customer expectations are very high. And here the customer feedback has become important even in service sectors such as finance, education, and transportation and hospitality. Okay, this is about some methods and techniques used in voice of that is used for the uh, finding out the customer feedback. Thank you very much for hearing.